Today we're looking at completing the table for y equals x squared plus x minus 4, or really it could be any equation. This looks easy. Actually, it's answered very badly by students, particularly for negative values of x. Now, you can just try and do this in your head, and a lot of people do, and a lot of people fail. So, why take the chance? Why not do this? X squared, x minus 4. Take the elements of this and put it down here. X squared, well, the x is minus 3, so that's 9 and 2, 4, 1, or 1, 4. We know that. And then we can put the x's, which is just minus 3, blah, 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 and minus 4, which is the easy one. Right, so we've now got these, and we're going to add them. 9 minus 3, 6 minus 4, 2. Gives me 2, and that is the same as the answer. And this is why this is useful. Because if you're the sort of person that thinks that minus 3 times minus 3 is minus 9, that's not going to work out. And so when it doesn't work out, you can think something's gone wrong here. And then the brain will go, it's the old minus times a minus game. Squares are always positive because it's a minus times a minus. So now we've sorted that out, you can correct this row and we're off. 4 and a minus 4 and a minus 2. Well, these two cancel out, so that leaves a minus 2. Minus 2 up here. 1 and minus 1, they cancel out, so that leaves minus 4. Thank you, minus 4. Easy one. 0, 0, minus 4, minus 4. 1, 1 is 2, minus 4 is minus 2. And 2, that's 4, 2, 6. Oh, minus 4, that's just going to leave the 2. And as you can see, this is symmetrical. You can draw a line down here, and you've got minus 4, minus 2, 2, and this way you've got minus 4, minus 2, 2. This is always the case when the highest power is squared, because you're going to get something like this, you know, the old cubic graph. If it's a minus x squared, it'll be like that. Don't do that, do that. It's always going to be, well, it always has been a positive, just an x squared. And that's what makes it easy. Now we're going to make it a little bit harder. Let's have a look at this one. This one is harder because it's got a minus x, minuses. I don't like minuses. Students don't like minuses. Let's see how we get on with this. Or just write down what they are. Don't forget it's minus x. X squared is, once you've done this a few times, it's easy. So 2, 4, 1, 1, 4. Always the same numbers. Minus x. Now don't forget that's a minus number already. So that's going to be a 2. That's going to be a 1. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and then minus 2's across the board, and then we add them up. Oh, 2 and minus 2 cancel, so I've just got a 4, and I've got a 4. Again, really useful if you're the sort of person that gets x squared wrong, or you're getting your minus x wrong. This will not work if these are incorrect, and therefore you can fix them. 1 and 1 is 2, minus 2 is 0, 0. 0, 0, minus 2, minus 2. These are very easy calculations. So much easier doing this way than if you're trying to remember it and go along there. Minus 1 and 1, they cancel, that's minus 2. Oh, we know that. 4 minus 2, that's equal to 0. So 0. 9 minus 3, minus 2, minus 3, 6, minus 2 is 4. I could tell that was going to be a 4, because that's a 4. But don't cheat, because that's not a good check. So there we are, again, symmetrical about this point. If someone said to you, where is the lowest point on this curve, because this curve's going to be looking like this, you know where it is. It's going to be in the middle of this. It's going to be when x is equal to a half, because this number's coming down, 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 down. It'll continue to go down to when x is a half, and then it'll start to come up again, because x equals a half is right in the middle of this. I'll give you that one for free. So now's your turn to show your skills. I'll give you a few seconds to turn off, or I'll put the video on hold and pause. In fact, pause and practice. Right, well, I hope you had success, and I hope your numbers were symmetrical. Right, x squared minus x, I've given you the hard one, at minus 6. So, x squared, 3, minus 3 squared, 9, 4, 2, blah, 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 blah. Okay, minus x, this is the hard line, it's already minus, so it's going to be a 3, a 2, a 1, a 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 6 across the board. Right, well, here we are. Here's the check. Let's see if we get it right. 9 plus 3, 12, minus 6, 6. 9 plus 3, 12, minus 6, 6. Good. We're in a good place. 4 plus 2, 6, minus 6, 0. So I'll have a 0 here. 1 and 1 is 2, minus 6, minus 4. We've got minus 6. We have got minus 6. Great. 1 and minus 1, they cancel, and we've got minus 6, so we've got a minus 6. 4 minus 2 is 2, minus 6, it's going to be minus 4. 9 minus 3, that's 6. Minus 6, that's a lot, it's all gone, 0. And it's 0. Now again, look here. Imagine that's a mirror. 6 minus 4, 0. 6 minus 4, 0. I reckon if I did one for 4 here, an extra column, the answer would be, it would be 6. But that's not in the question. What this question tests, really, is your ability either to go through this sum, remembering everything, or find another way of doing it if you're constantly getting them wrong. Every year, the examiners say, they give a 1 mark. They give 1 mark for getting a couple of these right, but they don't give the 2 marks because people mess up here. And this messes up the rest of the question because it's a lot harder to do the question, drawing the graph, if you don't have the right numbers. Anyway, I know some people find that tricky. I hope that's made it easy. There are lots of videos. Why not subscribe? Cheers. Bye-bye.